Back after dinner. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Thank you, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. Okay, let's see what's going on. We got a bunch of stuff to look at here. So many things that have happened today, funny and interesting and chaotic and blah blah blah. First thing I saw though was something about DarthMIcrotransaction and a video he just put up saying, "I'm not doing great lately." And DarthMIcrotransaction is someone that I've subbed to for almost a year now. I found him when D4 dropped and his meteoric rise began. Um, as I got to know his channel and his content and who he is, I realized that this man has put in hard work year after year after year, all the way up in Alaska. The guy's got multiple channels and talent coming out of the yin yang. The guy can play guitar, play piano, be creative, play games, give insightful, honest, thoughtful answers, and just treat people like gold. And it's rare to see that in many streamers, and I really appreciated that in him. And so I subbed, and I've stayed sub to him even though I don't play most of the games that he plays, just for those facts, just for the appreciation and the vibe and the energy he creates. So, anyways, I haven't been watching him as much, obviously, as I'm trying to learn this trade and do my own things in life. But I obviously check in on him whenever I get the chance. And so I saw this video and I thought, let's see what's going on with this guy and see if we can learn something from it. Here we go.
Don't really know how to start this video because there's nothing wrong.
Okay, hold on. Before I do that, let me get this little thingy up so I don't lose a viewer. I don't want to miss if somebody comes.
But I'm just gonna get right to it, make this one as short as possible. I'm not feeling very good. I'm in the best situation of my life. Everything is great. I'm doing exactly what I want to do, but yet I don't feel very good. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I kind of struggle with depression and stuff sometimes, and this is just one of those moments. I'm sleeping in more and more and making less and less content and live streaming less, and
I've been feeling the same way for the past couple weeks. It doesn't have to do anything to do with the amount of work I'm doing. Comparatively, I think it just has to do with life on life's terms. There's a lot going on in the world. The energy's different. It just feels different to be alive in today's society. There's a lot of more stress. There's stuff with the sun and the earth and the magnetic fields changing. There's stuff with society changing. And all those things can weigh down on us, like weather. And on top of that, streaming and sitting in front of a computer is very unhealthy overall for human beings. We are meant to be moving and outdoor, getting sunshine and fresh air and touching grass and trees and operating in those environments. And so DM has been like every day, 10-hour days, day after day after day after day after day. And you're not, when people do that in general, it weighs on our health, which affects our serotonin levels in our brain, our oxygen levels, and the mind-body connection is real. And for me, because I'm a lot older than DM, I need to take breaks. I'm getting better at sitting for multiple hours, which for me is like 2 or 3. Especially wearing these headphones. I don't like wearing these. It gives me a headache. I don't like having the frequencies so close to my head when I've got the frequencies from my keyboard and my monitor and my speakers. So I'm going to look for a microphone like that so I don't have to wear headphones. But also, I need to go out and get walks and get fresh air and eat right and do other things to counterbalance the energy of sitting in front of a computer. So if I was him, I would be doing that. I would be taking active steps to, if he doesn't want to break up his stream to get that time, then I would suggest he take morning and evening for fresh air and exercise, and radically change his diet and get off the fast food. Pay someone. There's got to be some nutritionists in Alaska that can make him meals, show him how to make meals, prep them, get them ready so that when he's streaming, he's eating healthy, nutritious food that's good for his body. Um, it's good that he's got a natural light coming in his room. That's a big help. Um, but like depression happens regardless of the circumstances in life, but there are things we can do to mitigate that. And science has shown, and personal experience has shown, that exercise and proper nutrition are the key, and state of mind, how you think, and what the words you use, are key to creating an overall sense of well-being. So, anyways, let's get back to what he has to say.
I'm having a really hard time pulling myself out of like a burnout funk.
Okay.
Um,
A burnout
and
funk,
it's a
yeah.
very illogical thing. Like I have nothing but stuff to be thankful for. All of
It's not a, no, yeah. See, this is natural for people when we feel down. It's like we can like pick on ourselves, or look for fault. And it's not about that. It's more about trying to love ourselves more, and what can we add to our lives, not what can we take out. Um, but I can certainly relate to those feelings. I've been depressed many times in my life, suffered from other mental uh, issues at different times, and it's important to find that support that you need for whatever is going on in your life, and to realize that it's okay to ask for help and get it if you need it, and find proactive ways to prevent it. This man has worked so hard, and now since he blew up, he's been at a breakneck pace, and he's recently moved. He's got a new I don't know if it's a new relationship, but he's only mentioned his girlfriend the past few months. So I'm assuming that, and now he's super popular and he's blowing up, and he's getting all these things from other companies and games and previews, and do this and do that and do this, and that's a lot of responsibility. And yeah, let's hope he finds a solution.
my family is healthy. All of everyone I know is doing great. Like I have no complaints to speak of.
Awesome.
I am and or should be happy, but I'm feeling like physically tired, even though my work isn't even physically demanding,
No, it
and
is
very
though.
feeling very uncreative.
No, it is though. It is in a different way. It's very physically demanding for the fact that the body is not getting exercise and fresh air and endorphins and sunlight, vitamin D, and communication and interaction with people, exchanging the heart's and the body's magnetic field with the earth, with others. When we sit in these artificial environments, we're bombarded by Wi-Fi signals and cell phone signals and EMF signals from our keyboards and our monitors and our speakers and our headphones. And then the light we're getting from the games and the screen we're staring at is not the right light for our eyes, and for optimization of oxygen intake and blood flow. And like there's so much that bad in this type of work environment. It's extra important to take steps to counteract it. And I think younger people can get away without doing anything about it for longer, because they're younger and everything's brand new in their body. And so it takes longer for them to notice the effects of these things. But as people age, um, it's these types of negative stressors in life can add up more. And so once again, it gets back to like things that we can do to try to help mitigate. And then once we know we're doing that, we just keep pushing through. Maybe he needs to take a break for a few days. I don't know. Um, I do know that this guy's awesome and deserves all the love and support from his community, family, and friends. The fact that he's this honest to make a video about it shows what kind of person he is. That he's not afraid to be vulnerable and be honest with his community. In my mind, that's someone to support at all costs. We need more of this kind of message in this space. Honest, self-reflective, and heartfelt messages to counteract the aggressive energy of video game and react and streaming space.
And I feel bad about, you know, the live streams and the stuff I'm putting out. Like, I'm just having a hard time getting up in the morning and stuff. So I need a bit of a break. I'm going to take a break from YouTube and live stream. Today's going to be my last live stream for a little bit. We will be covering on the 2nd. There is going to be the Dev Campfire chat for Diablo 4 Season 4 update. I will be co-streaming that, probably from a laptop, because I am
awesome to hear. He's aware. That's so good to hear, man.
Going to be going and finding some sun somewhere. I don't know. I don't have tickets anywhere yet, but I'm going to find something tonight and
good for you.
Probably leave tomorrow morning.
Good for you.
And just get out of Alaska for a little bit. I'm going to try the reset and come back. So I think I'm hitting burnout or something, but
yeah, you need
I'm having a hard time enjoying even my favorite things. So I'm going to go get a little bit of a reset, come back, and hopefully you know, the content.
Sounds like he's about to cry, eh? You can just hear it in his voice. So happy he's doing something about it.
Tim will be better. Hopefully I won't sound as depressed and stuff on the live streams, etc. So sorry about that. But
okay, man.
You know, I mean, I'm falling behind on everything from like sponsors that I have to do to just my live streams are showing up later and later every day and going shorter and shorter. And I'm not making videos every day. And I want to, but for some reason it's hard.
Buddy. Oh, buddy. You'll be okay, bro. Just the fact that you're acknowledging it is amazing and means everything when it comes to affecting change in your life. It always starts with honest, introspective awareness of ourselves, the good and the bad, especially our shadow, dark side that we don't like to talk about. When we face that shadow, we incorporate it and become more whole and able to turn around and face life on life's terms even better. Yeah,
I'm just not feeling very good. So hopefully the reset works. You know, I know it's nothing that's going on because everything's fine, and I've had the best year of my life basically.
Yeah.
Over the last 12 months, it's basically been awesome. I mean, I got to meet so many people and do so many things.
This guy got to go to Blizzard for something, and then he got invited to go do Path of Exile stuff, and he's got new sponsors. He moved to a new home. He's getting people sending him gifts and art. Like, it's awesome. He's getting like way more views than he used to, and it's like all his hard work's paying off.
And maybe it's just it's been such a crazy year that,
in my opinion, he's so creative and artistic. He's made like funny songs and would collab with others and dicked around on his keyboard to have fun and do that and do that. I think he should do more of that, just as a side project, and incorporate it into his stream, because he's naturally talented like that, and it'd be nice to just see him like do like kind of free flow, free form art in IRL. It'd be cool.
I'm hitting like the end of it where it's like, whew, you know, like, man, I'm tired from the last year. It could be that. I don't know, sure, but I know something's wrong.
Absolutely it is. Dude, this guy's 8 to 10 hour days every day practically for a year straight, not getting the fresh air, the sunshine, eating too much fast food, right? Getting all the bad frequencies and light that we're talking about from the electricity and the EMFs. Like, that shit's real, man. That's real science. It's real science. And it's way more toxic to the body than they say on the pamphlets inside the products that you buy, and they tell you that it's safe and all that. All those numbers that the regulating agencies say is safe, like the cell phone radiation or the 5G tower radiation or the Wi-Fi on the cells of your body, those things are all done for like really short amounts of time. And they say, okay, so they'll put it on and like for a few seconds or a couple minutes or whatever, and then monitor whatever it is, a plant or a person. Oh yeah, nothing's wrong. No noticeable major significant changes. And then it gets a pass, safe for human consumption. But they don't show you the studies of daily usage, multiple hours a day, and then consecutive things on top of that. So you've got EMF from electromagnetic frequencies from just the outlets themselves, from the lights that we use. Everything's like halogen and special this and special that. You know, the spectrum of light is not healthy. And then we got all the EMS from the screens and everything else. Like, that's like being bombarded by radiation, basically. Your cells lose the white blood cells, which bring oxygen to your body. And when you start losing oxygen, everything stops operating less efficiently. It's like a car running on shitty gas or less gas. And when you do that day after day after day after day after day, and then in my opinion, this guy eats way too much fast food. Every day he orders fast food from somewhere. And, you know, unless he's ordering like green smoothies, you know, and eating garlic and ginger and getting all his, you know, omega oils and like, you know, food like that, you know, which he probably isn't, that shit catches up to you too, man. Like big time. Big time. Look at Asmongold. He lost all his teeth just from eating fast food, not taking care of himself. Right? Like shit catches up to you, man.
Wrong, and I don't really know how to fix it. So I'm going to try to do nothing for a few days and
I
see
hope he
if
does
that
it for
helps.
like
Because
a
I went
week or
for a
two,
little bit of
man.
a bike ride yesterday, and just getting in the sun seemed to make me feel a lot better.
Absolutely it will.
So I'm going to probably
Yeah,
try
he
to get some
looks
sun.
shell-shocked
But that's
almost
about
too.
it. If you don't see me upload for a few days, that's just what's going on. And if you don't see me live, I will be back. I will be back on
I'm
the
gonna
2nd
save this
because of the
under
dev live stream.
food.
And then we have Diablo 4 coming up on the 14th, but I'll be back well before the 14th. And today, I think what I'm going to do is take my Path of Exile character that's been working on All League. We're just going to fight some bosses. If we die, we die. We'll go as far as we can, see if we can beat our goal of getting all the Void Stones, because I've built the best character I've ever had. And then at that point, I'll take a break. I'm thinking probably 5 days. Other than the second, I got to cover the campfire chat. But probably just take a break.
Take 2
and
weeks,
then I'll
man.
come back. There's not a lot going on
Take
right
2
now
weeks.
anyway.
There's a
I mean, we're
reason why
kind of
people
between.
take 2 or 3 weeks a year for holiday. There's a reason why. Because people need those weeks to reset and just untangle for a little while. And it's certainly not enough as, you know, as we deserve.
In the next Diablo season, it's the end of all the different leagues. You know, most people are on vacation or playing other games right now anyway. So there's not really a whole lot to cover at the moment anyway. So I'm just gonna try to take the advantage of timing and try to.
The art on this picture reminds me of the art from that game, that role-playing game, Disco Elysium. Same kind of artwork, man. Like, you notice like it's like the watercolor kind of thing, and like look at these faces. Like look at these, and then look at like look at this, and then look at Darth's picture. Look at that. Isn't it almost identical? Like it's beautiful, beautiful artwork. Whoever chose that as the taste is smart. Same kind of vibe. Similar.
To get out of whatever funk I'm in here and come.
Let's send him a fucking. If he's still on, we'll just say, "Hey, dude, saw your video. Love you, man. DM, just watched your video, man. Your video. Take as long as you need, man. Take as long as you need, bro. You deserve it. You worked hard and deserve it. And deserve it, man. And deserve it. Love. Whoops. There we go. We'll send him that love little symbol there just to help him out. Like everybody deserves a fucking some encouragement, man. All right, let's leave him alone now. There you go, bro. Yeah, that guy inspired me to get into this stuff. I just watched how natural and honest and himself he was, and how I appreciated it and how other people did, and how refreshing that is to have a more mature presence in the Twitch space. And then when I started seeing him dick around with like hip hop and techno music, and how I want to do the same thing. I got a keyboard, I got a controller over there, controller keyboard, and I got some software and I got some hardware that I'm just learning, and I want to like incorporate that into my stream. I've always wanted to do that in life in general, and I've just been ignoring it because of the learning curve and my frustration, my ADD. I get frustrated if I hit like reading online and trying to learn technical things. I get, so it's hard for me. So that's kind of been a block. And now that I've made a decision to get into this space, I'm hoping it'll help me loosen up and reapproach the music and art. So when I found him, I was very inspired, and I feel like I owe him a debt of gratitude. So I'm just like, whatever, right? Gotta recognize that affected me like that.